But basically, we should all worry about the future of the future that we're in now from where we're from, because he just told me about the story of the water wars of 2218.
Okay. Well,
Shit.
that does not sound good.
Red Blue Corp seized lands around several key aquifers around the world. Creep spread seems to occur more readily through freshwater, as well as through the living host who requires fresh water to survive. Access to fresh waterways were immediately seized by Red Blue Corp, and deep concrete moats were constructed as a way to slow the creep spread through the groundwater into remaining Clean 7, the name given to our final remaining drinkable water sources.
So Red Blue is controlling all of this creep advancement.
It seems like they maybe
Trying to staunch it.
They staunched it, but I don't know. With most things with government, they usually start it and then say, "Oh, look what we stopped." And so
Right.
I don't know about this.
I don't like it.
Now, all of the final drinking water sources were controlled by Red Blue. But wait, if one corporation controls all the water, why are there wars over
Was
it?
there one?
Yeah.
Oh, wait.
If they got it all, why have a war? Just they got it, they
Yeah.
win. You know, they're just basically like, I don't know, Nestle.
Doesn't make any sense.
If you haven't noticed yet, which you may very well not have, my future accent got pretty thick over the last 75 or so years. Actually, it works perfect. That's the accent in 75 years.
Nice.
That's
Yeah, I
just
like
an
it.
accent.
It's
It
the
works
future
perfectly.
accent.
Yeah. That's why you guys can't understand him and I can. You know, man daddy speak is the same throughout time.
Interesting.
Oh my
And so
God.
that's why you can't. It's just evolved. We've just evolved a
You
little bit.
may fuck me in the ass. I could have sworn he wasn't saying
Why do you
anything
keep asking
intelligible.
Even in the future. Red Blue is actually two words, red and blue, representing the competing branches of the same company before the great merger, which Bubbling Tank Kaz will tell you about shortly. Yeah, you will. Two giant conglomerates that controlled everything from the military-industrial complex to food production to media and entertainment. Split the world into two hemispheres of influence.
Jesus.
Everyone that lived in society was somehow feeding into the global corporate war being waged between these entities. Actual violence and war began to become a regular occurrence on the borders of these hemispheres. And finally, it became apparent that too many resources were being wasted in trying to conceal the secret influence that each company held. In what was known as the Unmasking in 2098, Reading-Forshire, Global Investment Clan, and the Blushinama Protectorate began a 4-day conflict in the heart of Tokyo that started as a political rally for Japan's upcoming election. High-level corporate executives from both companies made appearances as a show of strength to bolster their candidates' Facebook likes. Wow, even in the future, Facebook still takes control of everything.
I don't like it.
Yeah, I don't like it either.
Makes sense, though.
Facebook sucks.
Pretty much.
I mean, big shout out to our Facebook fans.
Thanks for being there.
Drop us some likes on there if you want to.
Yep.
Cockroach of social media.
Well. All right, bot.
The programming's getting better. It's
No, I
learning.
don't-
It's adaptive AI.
I don't like it.
It's learning!
I don't like it.
The increases in bigwigs meant an increase in security, and the detail that Reading-Forshire and Blushinama brought that day was said to have been sufficient for the defense of several small countries.
See, this is the first I'm hearing of this.
They brought it. They brought it.
Jesus Christ.
Inevitably, there was violence.
I think.
Of course.
Yep.
The unmasking occurred when the United States military dispatched a veritable invasion force at Japan. While normal media rhetoric would have tried to paint this as the defense of its citizens, a viral video of Reading-Forshire CIO Aaron Shrimpner standing on top of a pile of rubble, screaming into his phone for somebody to get that turd boomy out of here. Who the fuck is Turd Boomy? Is it a Turd Boomy or is his name Turd Boomy?
I think-
Because I could see that being like a SoundCloud rapper.
Turd Boomy?
Turd Boomy, yo, coming at you, Turd Boomy. And there'd be like 18 X's and a 0 with an umlaut for some reason that you don't pronounce.
Instead of mumble rap, he's like,
It's just not complete
That sounds
nonsense.
exactly like half the shit I hear on SoundCloud.
That's pretty good,
That's
honestly.
right on it. Fire.
What?
Cardi B wants to guest on a
Oh,
track
God,
with you.
she's
Sorry.
ready.
I don't like her. Scares me. Cardi B, I mean no disrespect. Please don't kill me. I'm afraid of you.
That's
Please
respect,
don't.
though. It's a
She would throw you,
it's a
she would
fear
throw
of
you
respect.
around the
Fear.
room like
Sure.
a rag doll.
Respect fear.
Subsequent investigation revealed that he was, in fact, summoning the commander-in-chief of the military, the American president, Spud Boomy. Hey, I got through that. The speed of the U.S.'s response all but confirmed the shadowy influence, and the cat was out of the bag at that point. Tokyo and the Pacific Front remained hotbeds of violence for many years, but attacks on key strategic points were common. After the Great Merger, it was thought that the resulting mega-conglomerate would be the savior of this planet, with the entire world's resources and no political restrictions. The governing body of this superpower would be able to transform the world into a utopia. Instead, they started Monday Night Wars.
Seems like a very arbitrary
idea.
night.
I would totally watch that, though. I mean, Monday Night Wars, I mean, because I loved BattleBots, so I'm sure it's going to be kind of the same thing, you know?
I mean, if it competes with Monday Night Raw, then coming out.
Dude, just tape
It's
it.
even rawer, though.
Seeing the need for humans to be in conflict and competition, the newly formed Red Blue Corporation announced that it would be holding the first ever World War tryouts, where citizens could register online, pick a team, guess which colors are the options. Guess which colors are the options.
Wait, hold on. There's got to be a purple.
Like a
Puce,
magenta.
no, Puce and Vermilion. Puce and Vermilion.
That's it?
Yeah, that was
Chartreuse?
it. Puce and, no, just Puce and Vermilion.
Puce.
And Vermilion. We open for them. And receive free transportation to the tryout facility. And if picked up by your region's war coach, a free Mnet helmet,
Woo!
free
Those are
water-based.
nice, though.
They are nice. They are really nice.
Yeah.
Free water-based mealworm sugar slurry to keep you hydrated and full of nutrition. A free set of armor,
Jesus Christ.
a free gun,
Wow.
and free transportation to the nearest war plaza for assignment.
I don't know how much that costs.
A lot. But hey, we've
like an
always
ambulance
got
ride?
we've always got money for war, right? We've always got money
They
for
give you
war.
a gun at the end.
$700? Yeah.
Monday Night Wars was the #1 most watched thing on Sploober for its entire run until the decreasing water tables and Bohai Bay / creep incident made it apparent that in order for the executives to continue to survive in this world, they were going to have to redirect their efforts on water conservation.
That is amazing that a media company decided they needed to immediately go into environmental assistance.
To survive.
Wow.
Just to survive.
Right?
That makes
Not
sense.
because,
Hats off.
yeah, but
Well,
they're
hats off to them.
thinking about their own survival, I'm
Right.
pretty sure. It's
I
just
mean-
about them surviving, not
I mean,
us.
still though, right?
I think at this point, like, every company should probably go
Right?
to the environmental. Anyway,
Containment zones work to slow the creep spread, but ultimately, most major urban areas and war plazas in the Eastern Hemisphere were quickly made inaccessible. Red Blue scientists identified a final 7 aquifers that are cut off from creep spread, for the time being, and large enough to sustain the dwindled population of this Earth for a few more years. The Bohai migration destroyed a large amount of global networking infrastructure, so Red Blue scientists were forced to develop the mental net. Yes, I know neural net rolls off the tongue easier.
Right.
They're an evil corporation, not writers. A global Wi-Fi network that connects anyone wearing one of their special helmets. The catch is, once you put it on, you can't take it off. A uniquely shaped port is surgically stamped into the neck of Red Blue recruits.
How does the helmet?
Just you put it on your head, it goes right in your brain, buddy. The helmet's Mnet connections, as well as the feeding port, are plugged into the living bodies of new soldiers before sending them to one of the waterfronts. The Army, that leads in control of the Clean 7 waterfronts, have their water-based mealworm sugar slurry enhanced with slightly more fresh water. A sploob from one recruit reads, "What does more water feel like? It feels like being a human again. I'll fight for that."
wow.
That's a hell of a line.
Depressing.
It's horribly depressing, but
No,
I
it's not
totally watched
depressing
that
at
on
all.
cable.
Monday
Yeah,
Night
right?
Wars, a
Thank
bunch
you.
of
Watch that game.
dehydrated, like fucking weird slave people, like shooting each other.
Yeah, but I mean, sounds like horrible, but good watching.
Wouldn't you fight
It'd
for
be
that
good
reality,
watching.
though, Kaz?
I mean, if I got a little bit more water, maybe.
Thank you.
There
If I
is
was a
water in
little
beer.
more- Well, that's Is that actual beer, or did we land on that? How are you feeling after drinking Foxblood and Meteorites?
Is
it gritty?
It's got a little bit of chew to it. It's got a little bit of a chew to it, but I mean, I'm used to that with gravy water.
That's true.
It's more like
a bite to my liquids.
Yeah, it's like the fatty area of a steak.
We are getting a power warp down.